Why does any communist regime tend to always target religious believers? It's because when you believe in religion, you believe in a morality and power higher than government. And as long as you believe in a morality and power higher than government, you have a basis to assess the actions and the moral actions of the people in power. As long as you believe there's a power higher than government, then you have a higher standard through which to judge the actions of the government. As long as you believe in morality outside of what the government does, it means you have a basis of judgment that is outside of government power. And this is different from what the Chinese Communist Party pushes. This is different from what they call political correctness. And political correctness goes back to 1967 Mao Zedong. And the idea was this. The idea was that if you support government action, whatever the policy may be, you are politically correct. And if you oppose it, you are not politically correct and you are an enemy of the state. And the idea at the time was in China, for example, right? In China, for example, during the Cultural Revolution, they said to kill your landlord, persecute your teachers, right? That was politically correct, right? Killing your landlord was politically correct in China. During the Bolshevik Revolution, killing the wealthy peasants was politically correct. During the Khmer Rouge, killing the educated class was politically correct. Under Hitler, killing the Jews was politically correct, according to the politics at that time. And the problem with this is that if you only follow government action, if there's no higher standard through which to judge the morals of government action, then the only basis of morality is government action, right? Anything the government does then is considered the basis of morality. What the government does is always right under that belief. And if people believe in a power higher than government, that is a threat to everything they do. And it is for this reason that totalitarian regimes will always try to destroy religion, because as long as people believe in religion, they have a standard through which they can look at what the government is doing and say, this is unethical. And so this is why they're persecuting Christians in China. This is why they're doing what they're doing. And yes, they're doing it on a large scale. Not only are they doing it right now, but they're actually there's a website you all might be interested in. It's called Bitter Winter. I think it's run by house Christians. I could be wrong, or Christians. I could be wrong, but it's very good. It's called Bitter Winter. They report a lot on religious persecution in China. And one of the big things you see happening right now, not only are they persecuting Christians, and I mean, it's good the world is recognizing the persecution of Muslim Uyghurs, but they should be calling out the persecution of Tibetans. They should be calling out the persecution of house Christians. They should be calling out the persecution of Falun Gong practitioners, and they should be calling out the persecution of the people of Inner Mongolia, because they're all being persecuted just like this, including Hong Kong as well, and what the Chinese Communist Party wants to do to democracy activists and so on. But one thing they're talking about right now is not only are they doing this, not only are they persecuting them, they're also going to temples right now and they're replacing them. They're putting in the place of Jesus and Mary and Buddha, they're putting in their place statues of Mao Zedong and Mao Zedong's wife and of CCP officials. They are bringing back government worship. And yeah, you can see this. It's freaky. Don't take my word for it. Look it up. Go to Bitter Winter. Go to websites that have stories on this. They're bringing back party worship. You have golden statues of Mao Zedong in these temples, and that during the virus lockdowns is one of the only forms of worship that has been allowed. You can go and worship the Chinese Communist Party. That is the religion that's allowed right now in China.